Hello everybody, my name is Cameron, and today I am back with another video on Marvel Villainous. Today it was getting uploaded the same day, and it's also being filmed the same day that I'm doing this, that I did the last video, so yeah. Um, I think that I can probably fit a couple Fate deck rankings in here, but we're starting out with the Thanos Fate deck. So I'm just going to get these started on laying them out. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start ranking them from bad to most bad before I start filming. Because then you'll just see me over here like all brain dead trying to figure out what card I want to be next. Oh yeah, definitely. This is a much shorter than I thought it was going to be. So, Thanos only has 7 different cards in his Fate deck. And of course, there's a lot of duplicates there. So, let me just get this one started. Once again, if I have a card that I know is the worst card for Thanos in his Fate deck, I'm going to flip it over. So, I already know what the worst card for him is. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to flip this card over, and I'm actually going to flip this card over to be the worst for him. So, first card I'm going to put on here is called A Stone is Found. Stone is Found, it's not a hero. It's an effect. Choose a villain other than Thanos. That villain receives an unclaimed Infinity Stone. Once played, they may immediately activate it for free. The reason why is because you're basically giving Thanos a free chance to get an Infinity Stone. So, it's honestly just this card is literally just pushing him closer to his goal, kind of in a weird way. So, that card ain't very good. For people trying to screw you over. I think next I'll put Gamora. She's a 3 strength hero, yeah. When Gamora is played, defeat a character at her location. If that character is an ally of Thanos, place 2 +1 strength tokens on Gamora. So yeah, if they feed an ally, then yeah. Next one I have is Nebula. Surprisingly, she has an ability I think might be worse for Thanos than Gamora. She's a 3 strength hero. When Nebula is played, the targeted player loses power equal to the number of Infinity Stones they control. Place a number of +1 strength tokens on Nebula equal to that power. So, there could be a lot of strength on Nebula if she gets played on Thanos late in the game, and she would be very big nuisance to take out. Next one I have is Drax the Destroyer. No. I'm going to put this card called What Did It Cost first. What did it cost? The targeted villain must discard 1 card from their hand for each Infinity Stone they control up to the total number of cards in their hand. So depending on how many Infinity Stones you control, if you control 3 Infinity Stones, you got to start 3 cards from your hand. If you control 4 Infinity Stones, you discard all the cards in your hand. If there's 5 Infinity Stones, you just discard the 4 cards that are in your hand, because you can only have up to 4 cards in your hand at a time. But I mean, depending on how many people you're playing against, You know. Drax the Destroyer. At least 2 allies must be used to defeat Drax the Destroyer with a Vanquish action. 5 strength. He's a 5 strength hero. Yeah, he's pretty freaking strong. I was going to have this card as the worst, but I put it as the second worst. I have Adam Warlock. Said to be the villain of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He is a 6 strength villain, and his ability is literally Thanos cannot win a game if Adam Warlock is on his board. So, with cards like Ultron has Joe Costa, yeah, I think I discussed her in my review of Marvel Villainous. Go watch that. You can move him all the way to Thanos' board if he's on another player's board, and that wouldn't be very good, because then he's 6 freaking strength, dude. He's the strongest Captain Marvel. The absolute worst card is the only event that affects Thanos. Sacrifices must be made. It's a 7 strength event. Before moving, for each of Thanos' allies in play, he must either pay 1 power, discard 1 card from his hand, or remove the ally. Thanos reward. Thanos removes 1 ally controlled by each other villain. So it is a good reward, but it's definitely not a good card. This card, I have to say, might be close to the level of how bad Avengers Assemble is. This card is terrible. Okay. Honestly, I think I could just do the rest of these films. No, I'm gonna do Thanos and Hela, then I'm gonna end the video. I mean, Ultron and Hela, then I'm gonna end the video. So I'm just gonna put Thanos right there. Okay. Let's lay out the cards real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Molecular Rearranger. Okay, so the cards we got are Scarlet Witch, Deactivation Switch, Invasion of Stark Enterprises, Molecular Rearranger, The Wasp, Hank Pym, Wonder Man, and yeah. Oh, and Mockingbird. Okay. So, a lot of these cards... I think this one's going to be the hard ranking. So... Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, still debating on what the worst card for Ultron is. I think I'm going to go with Hank Pym as the worst, as the least bad card for Ultron. He's only a 2 strength hero. While Hank Pym is in your domain, you may not play or find cards from your discard pile. So yeah, you can't play or find cards from your discard pile, but usually when I'm playing as Ultron, I don't really access cards from my discard pile because there's so many duplicates in Ultron's deck, most of the cards you need are always in your hand anyways. Next card... Does she even have pupils? I don't know. Next card I have is Mockingbird. Once again, another 2 strength hero. When Mockingbird is played, the targeted player loses 2 power. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so here's where I didn't. I'm actually going to sit on the floor for this. Get a close-up on my face. So at least one person in this world who would like that. In a video, when Scarlet Witch is played, choose a card. I'm going to put this one next because this one might also benefit Ultron. Ultron. Wasp. I don't know why they say she affects Ultron the most. It says she's a 3-strength hero. It's Wasp. When Wasp is played, you may relocate any hero from the targeted player's domain to a new location in any player's domain. So I don't exactly... Oh, wait, I see. It's because Wasp can basically rival the ability of Joe Costa. I bet you that's why. But, yeah. Oop. Wasp, you see the pictures, her shooting Ultron there. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to figure out this next one. Because the rest of these cards can be pretty bad. I think... Next one I'm going to put is the activation switch. Yep, the activation switch. It's an item. Attach the activation switch to a specialty. The specialty may Sorry. The specialty may no longer be used until the targeted player pays 2 power on their turn to remove the deactivation switch. So, it'll make sure Ultron can't get his next upgrade after the upgrade he already has, because he can't use that upgrade towards his goal. But all he has to do is pay 2 coins. Next card I have is... I don't know. Because all these are pretty bad for Ultron. Huh. I'm going to put Scarlet Witch next. Scarlet Witch. Because she's a 4-strength hero. It says, when Scarlet Witch is played, choose a card type. The targeted player must reveal their hand and discard all cards of that chosen type. So she chooses an ally, you gotta discard all the allies. But there's just so many allies in Ultron's deck. She is 4-strength, though, which is bad. Next card I'm going to have Molecular Rearranger. It's an effect card. When Molecular Rearranger is played, choose an item or ally card in the target player's domain. That player must remove all copies of that card from their domain. So, like, if I choose Duplicate Sentry, honestly, that card could also really badly screw over Ultron, or benefit, it could benefit him. Next card I have is Ultron's Event, Invasion of Stark Enterprises. Now, there's only one card above this. It's an 8-strength event. When gaining power, Ultron gains 1 fewer power. And if the reward after he defeats the event, it's Ultron gains 6 power. So that's really good a reward for Ultron. Worst card in the Ultron-themed Fate deck would have to be Wonder Man. I wonder which one was created first, Wonder Man or Wonder Woman. But yeah, Wonder Man. He's a 4-strength hero, and the reason why is because when Wonder Man is defeated, find Vision, then play or relocate him to Wonder Man's previous location. So if he's at a spot where you absolutely have to have the top spots open, which isn't a lot of places, but like if you need it towards your goal and it was your planning, you wanted that badly, you defeat Wonder Man. Well, he's a 4-strength hero, so you defeat him, but then after you defeat him, you have to find Vision, and you have to play Vision to the same location, and Vision, if Vision is in your domain, whenever you gain power, you gain 1 less power, and he's a 4-strength hero too. So, Wonder Man is definitely not a good thing for Ultron. So that's Ultron's ranking. Okay, so last part of the video, we're going to do Hela's Fate deck ranking. Just have the rest of the Fate cards I didn't rank yet here. Okay, this already Hela's Fate deck is. Cards we have in Hela's Fate deck, I will say the names of after I'm done laying them out. I know some future reviews that are coming up, but they're going to be very spaced out. Will be this. I've always wanted to collect a miniatures game, and a lot of board game people will know what that is. A miniatures game, basically a game where you have all these little plastic figures and you move around the board fighting, and you paint them and stuff like that. It's really cool. Well, being that I'm a big-time Marvel fan, I was going to go for Marvel United, but then I realized that, like, they'll be adding stuff into the sets when they gain enough money off the board games or whatever, and it was confusing me too much, so I said screw that game, and I went to a different one that I think is even better. I don't really hear this game talked about that much, and the people who do talk about it say it's really good, but then I look up, like, the most favorited Marvel board games full of fighting and stuff like that, and it's never even on there. It's Marvel Crisis Protocol. It's pricey. The core set itself is $100, and a lot of the expansions get up to, like, they can get up to $60. Like Thanos and his throne, he can get up to $60. But the miniatures are only like that big. But it makes for some long gameplay. It could be like hour to 3 hours is what I heard. Those games, they'll take a long time. But it's one of those few miniature games that make sure they give you, where the core box of it, and make sure it gives you absolutely everything you need to play the game. And I don't see that with a lot of miniature games. Anyways, Hela also doesn't have many different cards in here. So, every single time I look at all the cards I have to rank, I just get so intimidated. Oh, I know what the worst card is. Okay, so I think the least bad card for Hela would be Fate Intervenes. Oh yeah, the cards in her deck are Conquer Valhalla, Valkyrior, Balder, Revive Souls, Angela, and Odin Force. And Fate Intervenes, which I'm going to put first. Shuffle the targeted player's discard pile into their Fate deck, but we're talking about how it affects Hela, and we're ranking it based on that. Huh. Yeah, it's a scab. What was I saying? Oh yeah, well, it's just, okay, put more allies in Hela's deck that she draws from, okay. Like, she needs those, you know. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to put that card. Next card. Next card. Next card. I'm going to go for a long shot here, and I'm going to put down Conquer Valhalla, an event. 7 strength event. Hela may not play, find, or access any cards in her discard pile. That could be bad, but if it gets played on her early in the game, or even late in the game, it might not do that much. And I think that the way it affects other villains too, they don't. I mean, I know I'm going based off of it, I just have to say it. It won't affect them that much. But the event will only ever be played to Hela, so I guess, you know. Okay. Next card I'm going to put is Valkyrior. Just a 3 strength hero. And her ability is soul marks cannot be attached to her. There are 3 of them. Yeah, soul marks cannot be attached to them. That's their ability. Next card I'm going to have here, because I only have 4 more left. Already going on to 22 minutes. So both these cards do the same thing, but one of them, and both of them do stay on your board, but one of them's not a hero and it's more of an item. Next one I'm gonna put Balder. No, actually, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna have a tie between Balder and Odin Force. But I'm gonna talk about Balder first. He's a 3 strength hero. 3 strength hero. You can see in the bottom there. Soul marks may not be attached to Balder. When played, remove a soul mark from any one hero. So Balder might actually be a little bit worse than Odin Force. When Odin Force is played, attach it to a hero. If this hero has an attached soul mark, remove it. This hero cannot have a soul mark attached to it, and gains Protector, which is that shield logo, which means that they have to be the first hero to get defeated in their location if they're in the location with any other heroes. So I don't know. I think Balder might actually be worse than Odin Force. So I'm gonna put. We just have 2 cards left. Hold on. Okay. So. Let's see here. Next one, I still have no idea. Is this character really that powerful in the comics? I don't even know. A lot of interruptions here. Next one I'm going to put Angela. She's 6 strength hero, so she's as strong as Captain Marvel and stuff like that. But her ability is soul marks may not be attached to Angela. When played, remove a soul mark from Odin's vault. She's pretty hard to take out, but there's one card that could actually bring her back to the board, and that's the worst card, in my opinion, in Hela's themed Fate deck. Revive souls, and there is only 2 of them. Choose a hero in the Fate discard pile. Play that hero to the targeted player's domain. Simple as that. Well, anyways, that be the end of the video. I hope you guys agree with the rankings, and if you don't, it's okay to disagree. I mean, it's not my list. I mean, it's not your list, it's my list, and I'm happy with my list, except for maybe the common Fate deck one, just because of one misplaced card. But anyways, choose a yeah. If you disagree, just don't blow me up in the comments and call me stupid or anything. I mean, I am pretty stupid, but don't worry. But you don't need to worry about that because I don't have any fans except for like 2, and they're never, one of them's never gonna meet me anyways, and anybody who does subscribe to my channel might not ever meet me anyways because I'm not popular, and I'm not gonna be popular. And I'm not saying this out of pity. I'm just saying it for a joke because I know it's not gonna happen. I'm not asking either. Honestly, I do not want to be popular. I think that like celebrities and stuff like that can't even walk out of their house without being shrouded by fans. And blue controller's on a little better. Anyways, enough jibber jabber about me. I will see you next time. Peace out.